For me, I mean, again, I don't really watch, just a game of actual basketball. Don't really watch a game of actual basketball.
And this Vandy guy in the chat needs to settle down. Chill out on the caps, bro.
Cut right now. Cut. You'd be wide open. Please, dude. Whoa. All right, I'll try to make this some sort of structured video, but I really just want to rant so badly. But I'm gonna try my best just to make it somewhat coherent. So, as you've seen earlier, the main commentator doesn't even watch basketball, which tells me A, he doesn't do it for pleasure, B, he isn't very knowledgeable, and C, this is a league sponsored by the NBA themselves, so either 2K or the NBA just doesn't care. Now, your job as a commentator, and the whole reason that commentating is a job, is so that someone can see something that they know nothing about, and you can explain it using your knowledge to make it interesting, even if it isn't. So, by that definition, I actually give these guys way too much credit. They do zero commentating. Seriously, just watch this and tell me how much commentating they do.
Defensive foul. We got a foul on Lee. That's his first. 30-18 now.
Now, currently my head is up my ass because I kind of recorded the entire thing with a noise suppression, so it sounds awful. But let me explain something. If you're literally just saying what's on the screen, the score's 8-12. This guy scored. I want to go to sleep. On the actual exception that they actually do talk to one another and have some sort of fun conversation, it's always something that's not even basketball related. Just the most unprofessional thing ever. Earlier he was referring to chat. Then they were talking about something completely off topic. I'll show that now.
I'm waiting for this Vandy guy to get back in chat so I can go one-on-one here. I told him to take a lap, get himself a water.
I thought you banned him.
No, it's time now.
Oh. Yeah, I've seen the Halloween stuff in some stores for like 2 weeks now. Yeah. For like 2 weeks ago. I know.
Halloween?
Yeah, the hardware store I used to work at long time ago. This is before esports. They used to set up like the stuff, like the holiday that was coming up like at least 3 to 4 months in advance. Like they'll probably start setting up the Christmas tree maze at the hardware store here probably in a couple weeks. I'm not even kidding.
And you used to see zero Christmas stuff till after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, now it's like out 5 months in advance.
And then it's just kind of that on a repeat. They say some things that completely show their disinterest with what is actually happening, and then they kind of just describe what is happening on your screen. They don't commentate it, they just describe it. And they don't describe it in a way that shows their knowledge of the sport that's greater than the average viewer. They just say, so-and-so dunked the ball, so-and-so shot the ball, oh, you got a green, whoa. They're not saying, oh, they're running a 3-2, they're really looking for this person in particular, they were thinking about this matchup, whatever. Literally any sort of actual knowledge they could put in there, they don't know. They can't say that because they don't know. They simply don't. And it kind of makes sense because anybody that actually loves the sport of basketball cannot sit here and watch this. What is actually happening is so terrible, which I'll get into now. Now, literally, and I mean literally, I'm not using that word in an incorrect way. Literally, what every single team in this league does is a 5-out offense. And not only do they all do it, they all do the exact same things. Every single player plays the same. This is a 5-out offense. This guy in the corner will literally never move, never cut, never do anything. He'll just wait to get spoon-fed the ball if anybody actually has the vision to see when he's open. This guy's going to do the exact same thing. This guy's going to do the exact same thing. Then the point guard and the center are going to play footsie. He's just going to run left and right around the screen until eventually somebody gets stuck. So he can do a hesitation on the wing and shoot a 3, which everybody in this league either has Dwayne Wade's jump shot or 38. This is the entire game. You're watching the entire game right now. But 2K is a bad game, bro. It's not that they don't know how to play basketball, it's just that the game's so bad they have to play that way. No, it's just that sitting in the corner is way easier than learning basketball. Now here are the guys pressing like they do every single time, which means if they get around them, they're gonna have the numbers advantage. They're gonna either have a 5-on-4, they're gonna have a 5-on-3. Anyway, as long as they move the ball, they're gonna get an open shot because they simply just have more players. So you see this guy in the corner is just horrendously open because this guy blatantly ran away from him with zero communication to his team, as this guy is doing the exact same thing. If you're worried about the guy in between them that he might steal the pass, then he could always cut. The exact same goes for this guy right here. If he cuts right now, that's a backdoor lob. But they commit to this 5-out offense so much that they will never cut, they will never move, they will never actually use a basketball fundamental to help them. So with all the things that I just said, the guy in the corner shooting 3, the guy in the quarter cutting, the guy on the wing cutting, this is what actually happened.
Teams, coaches, managers, production, league.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing happened. By the way, this guy still can cut at any moment. And this is basically every single play. If somebody would cut, if they would just show any form of basketball IQ, they could score so much easier, but they don't. Also, yes, I've changed clothes. It's a completely different day. And before some kid in the comments says, oh, but those passes don't work in 2K. I know they do because I do them.
Stay up, Frank.
Oh, my fault. I got you.
Yeah. Unless you like pro, all the teams are ass. You might as well just be in the rip. You doing nothing?
You're not moving.
You've been in the same spot for all.
Bro,
a
I've
minute.
been
I don't know how you
moving.
didn't
What are you
get
talking
kicked.
about?
I mean, yeah, you moving now.
I can't.
Yeah. I would have picked them up if I knew that.
Nigga going a little bit too
Move.
crazy now.
What do you mean? So at some point you have to ask yourself, if this is really a professional league, why do none of these guys understand how to play basketball? Which brings me to point number 3. So once a month in every year of 2K, they hold qualifications. Now, the qualifications to get in are you have to win 50 Pro-Am games or 50 Rec games, which if you play at the Rec, you're going to go against random people, and you usually have a team of 5. So you just get together all your buddies, you go to Rec, and you beat up on a bunch of random people who have never played together, and then you have to win 50% of those games. It's not that hard. So for any regular players who just want to play Rec, they can't for about a month, or else they'll just insta-lose because they're going against a full team. And if you're somebody that doesn't have 4 friends who are pretty good at the game, when you do go against that full team, you're going to end up losing, so you're not going to be able to qualify. So it doesn't matter if you are great. You could be literally Michael Jordan, but if you don't have 4 teammates that can back you up against a full team of guys who have probably been playing together for years, then you can't get in. Sorry about it. So that's how you qualify. The next step is they're going to put you in a draft combine. Now, the draft combine, you're going to choose somebody that's low overall, and you're going to have to try to work as a team, and people will scout you and see how good you are. It sounds all fun and dandy until you realize that because of the bad qualification process, a lot of the good players didn't get in. All the players with friends got in. Now once the guys get drafted, they start playing each other in the league, which is streamed on Twitch. Which if you go to Twitch and you say these things that I say, you just get banned. They don't really put up with anything like that. They don't put up with any negativity or anything that's even constructive. Now, there are other ways to get into the league. There's other obscure, smaller leagues that you can qualify for, but those things are usually where you have to be on PS4 and you have to have a good Pro-Am team rank, which, like I mentioned, you have to have friends for that. Because even if you have friends, if they're not good at the game, they're not going to help you get into the stupid league. And above everything, I mean, the way it's handled is just so unprofessional. Those 2 guys that they had on the camera, I don't know who they are because they won't give me names. Those cameras do not change to any other players on the team. They just follow the point guard on offense because the other 3 guys just sit in the corner and do absolutely nothing, so why would you want to follow them? I just can't imagine somebody saying like, yeah, I'm a 2K professional, and all you do is sit in the corner, and then you come down the floor and you play D on someone who sits in the corner, and then you come up the floor and then you sit in the corner, and then maybe your guy leaves you and then you get the ball, or maybe they completely abandon you, but your teammate is too stupid to give you the ball, so, you know, you're a professional, I guess. Now, could just sit here and go through clips and analyze them and tell you what they should have done and whatever, but it's always just the same thing. Either a guy should have cut, a guy should have been more patient. They keep making the same move. They always do a hop step when they go to the basket for some reason. After they do a hop step and they drew 4 defenders, they don't look out for a pass because they know that the guy will retreat and recover quick because the shooters never move. So if the shooter actually went to the left a little bit instead of just sat in the corner and did absolutely nothing, then when the guy retreated, he's over here now, he's open. They don't know that. They never move. They never do anything. Just such a lack of basketball IQ. I can't sit here and watch it. I don't want to. I couldn't be bothered to record another game and analyze that. I don't want to do it. And if I'm being completely honest, bro, like I really am on just the edge of ending my life.